Alright, let's talk about building things. Not just with wood and metal, but with electronics. In my workshop, I'm always trying to get different gadgets to talk to each other. Sometimes it's a brand new sensor, and sometimes it's a piece of gear that's been around for decades. This is where the magic of a company like FTDI comes in. Think of them as the ultimate translators for the world of electronics. They make it possible for a new, super-fast computer to understand an old, reliable machine. It's a problem I run into all the time, and it's a critical one to solve. Without this kind of connection, a lot of great tech would end up in the scrap heap. The world is full of amazing devices, both old and new. You might have a cutting-edge laptop, but need to connect it to an industrial printer that uses a much older communication standard. This is the gap that FTDI was created to bridge. Their entire mission is built around a simple but powerful idea: USB made easy. They create the essential components that let devices with different languages or protocols communicate seamlessly. It's like having a universal adapter, not just for power plugs, but for data itself. This work is fundamentally important for innovation, allowing creators and engineers to mix and match technologies without limits. Why is this so important? Because progress doesn't happen in a vacuum. We build on what came before. An engineer designing a new medical device might need to pull data from a proven, certified sensor that uses an older connection type like UART or SPI. Instead of reinventing the wheel and designing a whole new sensor, they can use an FTDI chip to bridge the gap. This saves time, it saves money, and it lets them focus on the truly innovative parts of their project. It's about being practical and efficient, which is something I deeply respect. You use the right tool for the job, and FTDI provides the right tools for digital communication. So, FTDI isn't just a company that makes computer chips. They are enablers. They are problem solvers. They provide the connective tissue for the entire electronics ecosystem, ensuring that new inventions can work alongside trusted legacy systems. This philosophy prevents us from having to throw everything out and start over every few years. It fosters a more sustainable and creative environment where engineers, makers, and hobbyists like me can bring our wild ideas to life. It's about making sure no good piece of technology gets left behind, which is a mission I can definitely get behind. So, what exactly does FTDI build to make all this happen? Let's get our hands dirty and look inside the toolbox. The core of their work is in creating specialized integrated circuits, or as we usually call them, chips. These aren't the giant processors that run your computer, but smaller, highly specific chips that have one main job: translating data. Their most famous products are the USB to serial converters. These tiny powerhouses take the modern, complex language of USB and translate it into simpler serial protocols like UART, which many microcontrollers and industrial machines use. It's the essential missing link for so many projects, but they don't just stop at the chips. FTDI understands that a great component needs great support. That's why they also provide a whole ecosystem around their hardware. This includes developing the software drivers that your computer needs to recognize and use their chips. When you plug in a device with an FTDI chip inside, it's their driver that makes it just work without you having to fuss with complicated setups. They also create fully assembled modules and cables that have the chips already built in, which is perfect for prototyping or for people who don't want to solder tiny components onto a circuit board. This combination of hardware and software is what makes FTDI so powerful. They've thought through the entire process from the perspective of an engineer or a maker. They know we need reliability. We need something that is well documented and easy to implement. Their chips are famous for being robust, and their drivers are known for being stable across different operating systems like Windows, macOS, and Linux. This focus on the complete user experience removes a major headache from the development process. It lets us focus on our creation, not on the tedious task of debugging a connection. Essentially, FTDI provides the fundamental building blocks for modern connectivity. Think of it like a standard set of screws or a specific type of gear. When you know you have a reliable standard component, you can design around it with confidence. Whether it's a single chip, a development module, or a finished cable, FTDI creates the pieces that allow for a smooth flow of data between the new and the old. They are the nuts and bolts that hold our increasingly complex digital world together, and they make it accessible to everyone. Now let's look at the cool new stuff. FTDI isn't just sitting back with their classic designs, they are constantly pushing the boundaries. A fantastic example is their FTX series and H series chips, like the powerful FT4233HP. These devices are built for the modern era of USB. They support higher speeds and, more importantly, the new USB Type-C and power delivery standards. This means a single cable connected to an FTDI chip can not only transfer data at high speed, but also intelligently negotiate and deliver power to charge a device. This is a game changer for creating cleaner, more efficient designs with fewer cables. Another area where they are breaking new ground is in high-speed video. Take a look at their FT602 chip. This beast is a USB 3.0 to UVC, or USB video class bridge. In plain English, it lets you connect high-resolution cameras like those used in industrial inspection, medical imaging, or high-end surveillance directly to a computer via USB. The chip handles all the heavy lifting of converting the raw video data into a standard format that the computer can easily understand. This allows for smooth, uncompressed, high-definition video streaming without needing a complex custom interface. It's all about making high-performance videos simple. Of course, FTDI is also diving deep into specialized fields, like the automotive industry. Cars today are basically computers on wheels, filled with sensors, displays, and control units that all need to communicate. FTDI has developed a range of automotive-grade products that are designed to withstand the harsh environment of a vehicle, things like extreme temperatures and vibrations. These chips, qualified to AEC-Q 100 standards, are crucial for systems like in-car infotainment, diagnostic tools, and connecting various electronic control units. They provide that reliable link that is absolutely critical when you're talking about vehicle safety and performance. What makes all these new products special is a common thread of features. They all focus on high-speed data transfer, moving information faster than ever before. They are designed for low power consumption, which is critical for battery-powered devices and for creating more energy-efficient systems. And most importantly, they maintain that core FTDI promise of broad compatibility, connecting to a huge range of different devices and protocols. These new champions aren't just faster, they are smarter, more versatile, and built for the challenges of tomorrow's technology. So where does this all lead? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. We are building a world that is more connected every single day. The Internet of Things isn't just a buzzword anymore, it's a reality. We have smart homes with thermostats that talk to our phones, smart factories with robots that coordinate their actions, and medical devices that stream patient data directly to a doctor's tablet. Every single one of these connections needs a bridge. It needs a reliable, efficient way for all these different pieces of technology to communicate, and that's precisely the role FTDI plays. Think about the real-world applications. In a modern hospital, an FTDI chip might be the critical link allowing a high-resolution medical imaging machine to send its data over USB to a diagnostic station. In a smart factory, their chips could be inside the industrial robots, allowing them to receive precise instructions and send back status updates. In your own home, an FTDI device might be connecting your custom home automation system to various sensors around the house. These are not trivial connections. They are the backbone of smart, responsive systems that are making our world safer and more efficient. As we move forward, this need for bridging technology is only going to grow. The next generation of gadgets will be even smarter and more interconnected. Imagine autonomous drones that need to communicate with ground stations, advanced prosthetics that need to link with a user's smartphone, or entire smart cities where traffic lights, public transport, and emergency services are all part of one massive network. Every single node in these complex systems is a potential point of failure. That's why having a robust, standardized and easy-to-implement solution for connectivity, like the ones FTDI provides, is absolutely essential. In the end, it all comes back to building. FTDI provides the crucial, often invisible components that allow creators to build the future. By making it simple to connect any device to any other device, they remove a massive barrier to innovation. They empower engineers to think bigger, to mix and match the best technologies available, and to build the complex systems that will define our future. The world will keep getting more connected, and as long as it does, the work of bridging those connections will be one of the most important jobs in technology. FTDI is a master builder in that field.